Work is happening right now to repair nearly 500 street lamps in Minneapolis, all of them damaged by copper wire thieves. The mayor calls this a core service to make sure people are safe and feel safe. Ian Russell spoke with city leaders about what the city plans to do about this ongoing problem. Ian?
Yeah, well, Julie, when the Minneapolis Public Works Director came in about 3 years ago, she says there was roughly 1,000 or so streetlights that were out. Right now, that number is down to about 450, which of course is still more than they would like to have, which is why they say moving money to address this is so important.
At Bancroft Elementary in Minneapolis, recess is full of joy. But joy isn't what brought city leaders to the sidewalk outside.
You need lights in a city to make sure that people are safe and feel safe.
But the worry of what could be.
Make sure that people feel both the reality and perception of safety in these neighborhoods.
The light poles outside are no different than any of the 22,000 that dot the streets of Minneapolis. The same ones still being targeted.
We had hoped that maybe with state law changes and other things, copper wire theft would go down. That has not been the case.
There are 450 streetlights currently out across Minneapolis.
That's about 2% of the total, and that's 2% too many.
A lingering headache heading into summer.
People want to be outside and want to be out walking later at night and running. We need to do this and get on top of it.
To fix that, the city has moved $1 million out of its contingency fund for unexpected expenses, addressing the backlog of repairs head on.
And we're not just throwing money at this problem. We're trying to be creative, trying to work the issue.
That includes replacing copper wire with less valuable aluminum. Light poles on West River Parkway have these stickers to point that out to discourage crime.
We've also looked at hardening the bases and otherwise trying to deter thieves from these thefts.
A push to light the way, and one those here say can't wait.
The bottom line is that people don't care who owns the land, which level of government is in charge. They just want to make sure the lights are turned on.
Now, to give you an idea about how frustrating this is for the city, a mile of wire costs 40 grand and takes a week for the city to replace. And Minneapolis did put in about 10 miles of underground aluminum wiring last year. They tell me today that most of that wiring is still in place. Julie.
Yeah, it's really maddening for the taxpayers for sure. Thank you, Ian.